My dog died.
See, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra. As
Mama, there goes that man.
Shout out to Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome. Let's get it. Sorry that I'm late. I had a couple of technical difficulties, but we're here. Let's make it happen. Y'all know how it is. Got a lot going on right now. Rochester, New York in the building. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Hit the subscribe button on your way into the room. You guys know the rules. Everything over 20 qualifies as the show sponsor. We reach $100 in the Cash App. I come back tomorrow and we light it up again, all right? Let's get it. Y'all know how we do. Shouts out to all my BLP warriors out there. Let's make it happen. Let's cook, man. Let's make it happen. One balloon pop show don't stop no show. One balloon pop show don't stop no show. These balloon pop shows, they everywhere. These balloon pop shows, they everywhere. Let's go. It's delusion all over this bitch. And wherever it's at its worst, there'll be BLPThonLexy. Let's go. Emperor was first. Don Wick in the building. He's needed today. Las Vegas. What's up, Edwina? Alon. She's representing Baltimore, Maryland. Black women support this show. So all of my detractors can go kick rocks. Half of my audience is black women coming over here to either laugh or learn. Y'all can kick rocks. Much love, Alon. Thank you. Got an amazing show planned for you guys tomorrow if we get sponsored. I'm ready to work. Shouts out to everybody out there in St. Louis. This is your night. Everybody representing St. Louis, this is your night. Y'all women are a special kind of ratchet. And we're going to discuss it. I've been saying, you think you St. Louis women, man. Y'all something else. You St. Louis women are something else. You St. Louis women are something else. Basically, two different overweight women said a lot of the same things, but it was the last overweight woman that really was extreme. You already know I got an issue with big women moving around in the dating market like they're fit women, because fit women have done the work to at least take care of that basic thing that men are looking for before we even get to know you, really, right? It's the first thing that matters. Visual. Men were visual more than we'll ever be anything else. Women get over it. We're always going to be more visual and physical than we'll ever be emotional. Okay? We don't date based off of feelings. We don't date based off of personality. Get over it. We have to deal with the fact that you guys don't date us for our personality. If anything, we're the true romantics. We want to pay your bills just to have you around us for the rest of our life. You require us to provide for you and to do other things other than be romantic with you. So who's actually the real romantic? Much love to the Valley Savage. She says, not a single suit on the panel. Exactly. And, you know, and let's start addressing it as such, black men. Not a suit on the panel. Again, this is one of the biggest issues. And just for all the people, all the detractors out there, I like to start with the men on these balloon pop shows if I can, just so people see that it's balanced. When it comes to this dating stuff with the Western culture, and in particular the black community and urban culture, stop it. When you're going to find out quick, if you're new to the channel, we got it mapped out better over here than most places. All right? And one of the biggest issues with our men is that they don't dress serious enough. We're dressing like kids. We're dressing like our youngsters. We're dressing like our sons. I think one of the biggest issues in the black community is you can't tell by the attire, you can't tell the young people from the older people. That's a problem. Or even if we're legitimate men without records, we dress like men who are criminals. That's counterproductive. So we're going to get into it all. I'm not going to waste too much time. Much love to the Valley Savage getting us started off with that 10. We're going to clear the board because we got a new sponsor. Much love to our last sponsor in Arthur, but we got to clear the board. We're looking for a new sponsor. We have an amazing show for you guys lined up tomorrow. They clowning over at Kendra G Show. Show your love. Okay. I mean, I think I got an issue with a lot of like the ripped jeans, this ripped jeans, skinny jeans culture. I think in the right environment, like if you're going to a rap concert, maybe even a basketball game. I'm not sure if I have a problem with it at a basketball game or a fight night or something like that. I just think that there's a time and a place. I think if you're trying to meet women and you're in a setting like this, I'll put my best foot forward. The host is dressed like she's sort of formal, but is skimpy on the inside of the dress. But it still looked like she's dressed more appropriately for like what the, you know, even though I would probably pass on a woman who wore something like this on our first date. But anywho, the comment section actually loved the host. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is a very interesting balloon pop show. Very lengthy also. So it's gonna be more clip playing than me giving my commentary. I'm gonna try to pull my punches. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
Okay, so this is what you're going to expect today. We have a group of single women, right? We're going to bring them out one at a time. So when that lady hits that corner, if you like what you see, she starts talking, you like what she's saying, it sounds like it's going to be a vibe, hold off on popping your balloon. However, if that lady hits the corner, she just not your type, she starts talking, you realize it's not going to be a match, pop your balloon, we're going to get to you and see why you decide to pop. Sounds good? All right, let's bring out our first single lady. Bernice. That's a big match. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
What's your name and your age?
I'm Tabitha, and I'm 42.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a buyer.
You get your big fat ass on
buyer.
I buy electronic components. I work for a company, Worldwide Technology, and I own a catering company.
Okay. What are you looking for today in a guy?
Somebody that's on the same level as me, somebody who got their business taken care of, on their thing, don't play games, want to help me take over the world. I'm looking for my pinky.
You looking for your pinky, your brain?
Yes, I'm the brain.
So I want to get some more.
Again, black women have bought into feminists, they've bought into the feminist movement in such a manner that they believe that every guy who they date should be their business partner or their Clyde to her Bonnie. But we don't want to. A lot of men don't want to build with their women. Men want. This is the ego thing for us too. Men, we want to be built up before we meet you. So women, y'all gonna have to find a way to be significant for the men who are built up. Black women, you guys are going out in the dating market knowing that that you're kind of under the understanding that your suitors are lacking, which is bad faith. You already are kind of slanted against the black men because you guys are always framing your hypothetical imaginary relationships like he needs your help. It says so much about where you guys are subconsciously about black men that all your hypothetical relationships, he needs your help financially and y'all are doing it together and sticking together. Even though women like you or who are below average will probably end up in a situation where you probably end up having to pay half, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying. Squared Away says she's built like Tweedledum. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. When big girls have like really small legs, I'd be just scared that like while we're watching them, they're just gonna like guillotine snap right there, just bow, and there's the whole body collapse. I always think like the legs can't support all that shit. The legs would just be like, I'm done. Okay, my bad. Let's go ahead and get back in the show.
More context to this, when you say same level as you, what exactly are you specifying?
what are you
with
talking
that?
Somebody who got education for sure.
Okay.
Likes to travel, who already got their own bag, ain't trying to just take mine. Somebody.
Okay, now let's stop. Now, big girls, why do you guys always end up dealing with guys who need money or need somewhere to live or are, I don't know, fresh out of jail? It's because you've put yourself in the bottom of the dating market where the worst dating options are by being overweight. And you front FUPA girls, you guys are going to be dealing with a lot of the worst men. You're dealing with nothing but scammers and guys who have dealt with 70-year-old ladies for a place to stay, guys who have done all type of inconceivable things for a place to live.
I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares.
Let's get back into it.
Somebody who just take care of their kids, somebody who love God, somebody who about family, things like that.
Got you. Okay, so what are your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, somebody who don't deal with their kids. If you're not involved in your kid's life, that's a deal breaker for me. If you don't have a job, if not meaning a 9 to 5, if you're not getting money or got some type of income coming in, then that's a deal breaker for me.
Now, do you guys see what just happened? That was her basically. She said it doesn't even have to be a 9 to 5. You just have to have some money coming in. This is another thing that happens with like overweight women in the dating market. They end up normalizing the wrong norms. The norms that they have to accept are far more extreme than women who have the dating market currency to be able to have integrity or to be able to draw a line when they need to. Big girls can't do that because they're already lacking so much, and they know that subconsciously. They end up having to accept things from men other women wouldn't even think about accepting. It's something that I've noticed from most overweight, far overweight women in the black community. The things that they normalize in dating and relationships are absurd, and it's a reflection of them, of where they are in their body and like in their positioning and their ranking in the dating market. That's why you don't see a lot of bad broads in the hood online trying to talk to guys who are in jail. It's a lot of like big backs hunched over, like huge backs hunched over trying to find a nigga. I like when the women speak out, because when the women speak out, all our detractors can't be like, y'all are against women, y'all are destroying mental health, even though they will attack you women too just for being reasonable. They're like, they're pygmies. They hate this house. Okay, let's get back into it.
I like for a guy to have their own everything, but if you're trying, I'll help you. But
Okay.
deal breakers, if you don't respect your
Shirley.
mom, that's a major one. I like guys who got a good relationship with their mother.
Okay, that's a good one. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Oh, my bad.
So for fun, I love to travel.
Oh, my God.
Travel a lot, go out, try new things. I'm big on new things, new restaurants, hanging out with family for fun. I'm family oriented. Like to play cards, dominoes, stuff like.
Notice how she said travel first. We're one of the few shows over here that first put the internet on notice about the Travel-Leisha thing. There's a lot more emphasis being paid attention to it now, but we were the first people who noticed that, like, well, Mr. Samuels had lightly brushed on it also in a way or another, but we really kind of put a slogan to it and a name to it that we like to call Travel-Leisha, right? And I actually have saw it in a few other comment sections of videos that aren't even ours. It's actually moving around. And actually my comment section invented it. I didn't invent it. My comment section invented it, actually. And it's because people are noticing, at least black people, we're noticing that our women have put this very unhealthy emphasis on travel as like a benchmark for a successful relationship. But all it does is prove that black women have a very childish an adventure, fun-based view of dating. And it speaks to why our women aren't getting married, because they don't take relationships serious. They're not thinking about stability, a long-term legacy, eventually having a huge family reunion picture of a lot of people. They're not thinking like this. They're thinking about the temporary, the pictures that they can post on Instagram to make all their exes feel jealous, or all the hating bitches around can see that you got a man and whatever and what you're doing. It's more about vanity than it is about just securing, just being stable and doing things the right way, living practically.
Like that, watch football. I'm big on football. Things like that.
Okay.
But traveling, number one for sure.
Traveling. Okay.
Yep.
All right. What's some places you travel to?
Number one.
Oh, everywhere. I got a lot.
Traveling, number one for sure. Traveling, number one for sure. Anybody else out there still think that I'm wrong for putting an emphasis on this? That this is an issue? This woman has not stepped foot in anybody's gym and thought about her weight or anything that men want, and all she's thinking about is trips that they can take her on. Still think that it's a problem? It's not a problem? Okay. Let's go ahead and continue.
A lot of passport stamps. Name some places I haven't been to. But I got a passport. I'd like for y'all to be passport ready, but I help.
That's right.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you act as if they would be lacking for not having a passport? I bet they're supposed to act like you're not lacking for being overweight. They're supposed to just gloss over that, right? But they're supposed to have a passport and be ready to travel internationally with your big ass. But you're acting like a lot. See, where some of you women will never win with your dating market value, you're trying to one-up men with your income and your resources. And then you'll think that men are intimidated for not wanting to deal with you for it. No, we're not dealing with you because we're annoyed by it. You're irritating us. It's not intimidating. You don't intimidate us. I'm just going to get you away from here and find a girl who don't talk like you. Don't tell me you're gonna help me. But and what do I gotta help you do? Get in the gym? I gotta go to the gym with you to help you lose weight when you should have been fit when you met me? Maybe if you weren't fat, you wouldn't be dealing with guys who need your help all the time. That's why you're so help-oriented. A lot of you big girls, y'all start giving up your bread within the first week. Y'all start like trying to like give up everything and whatever. And subconsciously, you're doing that because you know you suck everywhere else. You haven't. That's why your fellatio skills are so superior.
Right. Okay. So I see we have a.
They're so superior to all the other women. You guys' top game is so superior to all the other women, and it's only because you know that once it comes time when we gotta hit it, we gotta look at all types of destructive or awful things that we shouldn't have had to look at in the first place. So in your mind, you're just like, man, forget that. I'm finna be the best top he ever had. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know why that's the noise that I chose, but I figure that women who are just like getting guys out of there real quick, it's like, meow, 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 gone. Yep, that's my noise. That's my noise for it. It's my noise for hypothetical oral stimulation. And I don't care who's disturbed by it. Squared Away says she is the girl in Jamaica getting her body rubbed on camera by a 140 point Jamaican dude. Beached whale watch. I wouldn't watch that if you paid me 20 bands.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused,
that was
brothers.
The wrong
we
sound
must
bite
stay focused
to play. Okay, let's get back into it.
A couple of pop balloons. We're going to get to them and see why they decided to pop, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so follow me. We're going to start right here at the end first, okay? Hey, how you doing today?
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. What's your name and age?
I'm Coach, and I'm 42.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a registered behavior technician, and I'm a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you popped your balloon. Why did you pop your balloon today?
Just not attracted to her, and I don't really like the girls with the eyelashes, big eyelashes. I kind of like the natural look, you know. And I don't really like her makeup. Makeup's cool.
Now I'm glad that in the balloon pop shows, men can start being more honest about how they don't like makeup and they don't like lashes. Ladies, this is like 98% of black men, and then the other 2%, he don't like it either, but he just don't care. He doesn't really. It's just he's impartial. He doesn't really care. I certainly would like this in my ratchet days. Shame on me, right? I was laying up next to dirty kitchens, right? And don't be like me. Be better. Right? That was who I was back when I was in my 19, 25. I straightened up, okay? And it's important that, you know, like, just start expressing yourselves. If we start being honest, the women don't have to listen. We're too scared to speak out about what we don't like. We haven't liked weave since it started happening. And I've been hearing men complain about it in barbershops since I was a little boy, but out in public, we just hollering at these women and validating them all the same, like we don't have these grievances behind closed doors.
Okay, so
and I got a problem having men that are dressed like children, grown men. We got grown men approaching 40 dressed like children talking about they don't like lashes and they don't like natural stuff. That I have a problem with also. It's like black men of like, we're gonna like want our women to follow us in the way we know that they should be following us. And we do have a disparagement with the lack of women who are willing to follow us. But for our case to be more convincing, and not just more convincing, but more compelling, which could be probably more important than being convincing, we need to look the part. See, there's a reason why women couldn't stand Mr. Samuels' guts, but they sort of had to have a certain sort of level of decorum and professionalism when dealing with him. And it had a lot to do with the way he chose to present himself, and not just present himself, but carry himself when he talked to people and when he had conversations and interactions with people. Black men, we gotta start taking serious how we dress, almost like we're a business. And if you're already thinking like that, black man, like, oh, I'm a business, I make money, fine. Well, dress your business to the best you can. Give it the best billboard you can give it.
Attraction was a no for you when you saw makeup, eyelashes, that's it.
Yeah, she looked nervous when she walked in here. She seen all us standing here, she just almost fell.
That I am. I don't do stuff like that.
She almost fell. I was like, see.
Put the mic to you.
Oh, I am nervous, very nervous.
She gonna be nervous. She don't want to be around me.
Because you're the comedian.
Yeah, that's not going to
Cameraman has half of his face is completely cut off.
So is he someone that's your type?